Hello, my name is Harm-Jan Platvoet, poultry specialist for Trouw Nutrition High Feed in Africa. In this instruction movie we will be showing you the chick care feed, paper and the chick care toolbox. This is chick paper. We use this to put the chick care on the floor. The chick paper makes a nice noise, you might hear that later, when the chicks walk over it, so it attracts the other chicks to the paper. We put the chick paper next to the water line, so we have feed and water very close together. We put the chick paper right next to the water, but we do not put it underneath the water, because if it leaks now, it leaks on the paper and it might get the feed wet. So we put the paper right next to the water. The paper stays dry, feed stays dry, but the feed will be right next to the water for the chicks to find the feed and the water close together to start up quickly. I'm putting the feed in a bucket first because it's very hard to make a nice line from the bag, because this one is totally open. The chick care feed is a nice 2 mm pellet, not too hard, not too soft. It's very handy for the chicks to start eating it. There is hardly any dust in here, so they can quickly start to eat it. It's hard enough not to be crushed immediately, but it's soft enough to be eaten nicely by the birds and drink with some water. We apply 15 to 30 grams per chick on the paper. Okay, besides the start feed, which chick care is for the first 7 days, there is also a toolkit and some administrative papers to use. I will start with the toolkit to explain. The toolkit comes in this handy box. Inside the box there is a manual, a leaflet, which tells you what is what and how to use. There is an infrared thermometer with a laser point that shows you where you are measuring the temperature. It measures infrared light plus temperature. We use this to measure the floor of the house, that it is warm enough for the chicks to be comfortable. The laser dot is to show you where you are measuring. The laser dot is not measuring, that is the cone underneath. When you measure the floor like this, you measure the concrete and you can tell whether the floor is warm enough. 27.8 is a nice temperature for chicks, almost 28, which is the value that we would like to have. And you get 4 of these minimum, maximum thermometers digitally, which do temperature and relative humidity. They also record the maximum temperature and the minimum temperature within the recording period. You can leave these on certain points in your house for the day and the night, and they will tell you whether it was cold or warm, humid or dry. It measures for you the actual temperature and relative humidity at the moment, but it also shows you what the maximum value of temperature and relative humidity and the minimum value were the last 24 hours. There is a suitcase weigher which we use together with the box to weigh chicks in. With this tool you can weigh your chicks every 7 days, so 7, 14, 21, 28 days, to see the progress of the weight, the growth of your birds. The suitcase weigher has a nice buckle. You can put around the chick care box like this. And then it's very easy to put in 10, 20 chicks to weigh them all at once to have a nice average weight. Normally we weigh around 50 to 60 chicks per house when they are small. The same amount when they are bigger, but then you have to weigh it more often because only 1 or 2 might fit in the box when they are grown. This weighing device also measures temperature, which is quite handy to measure the air temperature, but it won't be as precise as the multimeter I will show in the movie later. There is what we call a multimeter, which does air temperature, relative humidity, light and airspeed for the houses that are forced air ventilated. The boiler chart is to record mortality, feed intake, water intake, temperature and all the other things. Most important, of course, the 7-day wait and onwards for the rest of the flock. On the flip side, there is some advices and a nice graphic on feed intake and body weight, so you can plot the body weight and the feed intake and see according to the line whether your birds are performing well or not. That's for broilers. Of course, you can also use the chick care starter feed for rearing. Rearing is the most important part of the whole laying production period of a layer. We have also produced a laying calendar. The first page is identification of the flock, and afterwards you have per week nice fields to put in all the data that you can record, again, like mortality, feed intake, water intake, body weight, uniformity, light, temperature, etc. to record those things and to be able to react if you see that the data deviates from the normal. Again, here in the back there is a nice chart which you can fill in with the data and you can see whether your flock is performing nicely or not. All the materials, the leaflet, the rearing calendar and the broiler chart are available in English and in French. Later on, maybe also in other languages if needed. If there is any questions remaining after this movie, please contact your area manager or a poultry specialist from Trouw Nutrition. Thank you very much.